Intuition. So the all-time greats in every field, like take, for example, running backs, they know when to zig and they know when to zag. They have an intuitive sense of when the hole is going to open up, when to lead the way, when to follow their blockers. And some of it is built upon experience and some of it is innate. Like they say there's some moves that you can't really teach a person, they just know. Same thing is true in entrepreneurship. So there's a combination of experience and just genius or, seeing the field. So instinct or intuition, I don't think they're exactly the same because animals have an instinct. I don't know how much intuition they have. Intuition is, in my mind, kind of like, as I said, it's nuanced. It's part learned. Excuse me, my voice is going out. It's part learned, but it's part just unlearned. But the learning is not conscious. The learning is unconscious. So intuition is really, because like, for example, like, have you ever noticed that phenomenon? Not, hopefully not too often because I don't know how safe it is, but you get to a destination driving, you don't really even remember driving just because your unconscious took over. So that's what habits are. Habits are when you can do things unconsciously. And intuition, I think, has an element of habit, but it also has an element of creativity, doing things in a new way. Like the running back, they can't just rely on habit, like, oh, I got to break left, then I got to break right. They also have to rely on creativity. So intuition is knowing a field so well so that you can use known elements in novel ways. And intuition is basically knowing, my body needs to rest, or I need to push through the tiredness, or I need to say something, or I need to not say something. Have you ever been in a relationship or in an interaction and you want to say something, but kind of deep inside you, there's a sense of I better not say it, or just the opposite. You don't want to say something, but you have a sense that you need to say it. Like they say that your success in life may be built around, the number of difficult conversations that you're willing to have. That is absolutely true, but they have to be at the right time. Intuition is also about timing because there's a time to talk and there's a time not to talk. There's a time to listen. Like even in the Bible says there's a season for everything under the sun. So with intuition, it's like complete flexibility because people that are very intuitive means that they could be, assertive, they could be laid back, they could be patient, they could be the opposite of patient. So if you don't have all those aspects of yourself well developed so you could move from one to the other quickly and go back, then it's hard to benefit from intuition because your intuition will tell you something. It'll tell you, go ask for a date. But then if your personality is like, oh, I'm too shy to ask for a date or I'm afraid of rejection, then you won't be able to follow your intuition. So intuition follows self-awareness because if you're very self-aware and you're very self-developed so that you could be all the different aspects of yourself and be comfortable with them, then you are more free to listen to your intuition and act on it. People that are not self-aware are not as intuitive because when the voice comes inside of us, and it's kind of like they say that still small voice, people tune it out or damp it out because they don't want to be assertive or they don't want to be patient or they don't want to be whatever the intuition is telling them to be if they're not very self-aware.